also combining the
nice.
Easter holidays, so that I've had 2 weeks that I can spend with the kids, and I'm not having to rush and do my job. So it's joyous.
What
But
do you
do I
do?
want to go back to work? No, I don't.
What do you do work-wise?
Well, I'm a lawyer, but I don't do the sort of direct client work anymore. I used to, and so now I do a lot of training. So it's employment law that I know about. So I train managers and that kind of thing.
Law of contract, all that sort of thing.
Yeah. And to indulge my love of this.
Would you do it full-time if you could?
Oh, in a heartbeat.
Would you?
In a heartbeat.
Wow, really?
Oh, absolutely. But it's the finances that are difficult with kids and...
Because you act as well, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, I would do it in a heartbeat. And then a couple of years ago, I directed a modern play called Good People by David Lindsay-Abaire, an American playwright, which was good. Enjoyed that very much. And now I'm doing this.
And how much time did you get? Because obviously you have to know the play inside out, really, don't you, as a director, before the cast even...
Yeah. Oh, it lives in your head the whole time.
So how long do you have to have... Are you sort of told, you're going to be directing the play, or...
Yeah, I mean...
How long beforehand, before you start rehearsing?
Well, I was thinking about this. I thought, when did I first get the script?
Yeah.
And it probably was not that much shy of a year ago. Wow. So before rehearsal number 1, I probably had the script at least 6 months, probably more like 7 or 8. Yeah. And that you have to, because you've got to plan the rehearsal schedule, you've got to plan auditions, you've got to put notices in various things about it. Hi, Kate. And you need to decide how you're going to do it. And that's the biggest question, how are you going to stage it? So you have to start talking to the set people and get their input, and so a huge amount of work goes on before day 1 of rehearsal. I mean, but my philosophy is I just think you get the best out of people if they're on side, and if and basically there's so much they do so much good stuff. I think my job is to say that was really great, or you brought this to that part of the scene. And if I don't do that, then how can I expect them to sort of get better if I'm not building them up from the bottom? I have to do that. Yeah. So but that is how I.
And what do you prefer, performing or directing? Or you like them equally?
Such a difficult question. And do you know what? It's almost whichever one I'm doing at the time. I've loved this, but I've loved it. But then I know next time I'm in a play, I will also throw myself into that. Yeah. And they're very, very different experiences. Yeah. And there's pros and cons to both. And if you were to ask my family, they'd say, "Don't let Mum direct again," because it's huge commitment. Learning lines pales in comparison to what you have in your head every day. Yeah. But equally, it's very, very rewarding when it all comes together. It's extraordinary. Oh. It's extraordinary to see. God, I read this script and I thought this, and then somehow or other, there's people that have made it happen up there. Yeah. I think instinct goes a long way. I kind of instinctively feel when something is right and wrong. Yes. And usually if I feel it's wrong and I say to the actor, that felt clunky, they say, yeah, I know. So I guess that's just a kind of a judgment thing or an instinct thing that I think you need as a director. But I also think you need to be able to read a script and not get frightened by it, which is sometimes what I can, at the beginning of a process, I think, oh my God, I've no idea how to do this. And I just don't want to read it anymore. And you have to just keep going back and allow the thoughts to come. And I went on a course at what was the drama school? I can't remember which one it was called now. They did a summer course for directors like me that don't do it professionally, and it was a fantastic 3 days. And one of the things they said on the course was, never, when you get a script, don't censor any thought, don't censor any idea, but write it down somewhere, or just have a record of it. And then when you keep going back to the script, keep looking at the jottings and the notes that you made, and you'll end up discarding a lot of them, but don't discard them out of hand, because you make out all kinds of links and connections, and you've had one thought and then that leads you to a different thought for the next scene. But it's a very odd thing, but one of the most important things they said was, don't judge your initial thoughts as being ridiculous. Just know that that's what you thought, and have the confidence that was for a reason, and it's part of the process, and that I found that really helpful. Yeah, it's a fascinating process from script, words on a page, oh, I quite like this, to tonight. It's huge, but it's just fab.
Why do we do it? Why do we do it?
This.
Big film? No. Theatre. Because we can't say.
Yes, well, so he basically he just was very nitpicky, and he picked a lot of little points, and yet didn't actually give us any detail about how we could improve. And anyway, what's the point of having an adjudicator when you've done a week's performances already and you've got 2 more to go? So it seemed to me to be totally ridiculous and baffling. Everyone felt the same way.
And have you enjoyed the 2 weeks?
Yes, I have. I've realised what a hard work it is to be an actor.
It is.
I mean, it's really actually quite hard physical work, and even in the daytime, and I've had time off in the day, but I haven't been able to relax because I've had to. Known that in the evening I've got a performance to do, so I've got to conserve my energy.
I think you're right.
So people do matinees as well.
I know. Well, some people have lots of energy, I suppose.
You sound like you're enjoying that bit too much.
They say if you want to earn a fortune, open drama school. There are loads of really desperately keen kids out there, you know, who will pay almost anything to be promised an entree into this profession. I wrote to lots of people. I got £100 from Sir John Gielgud. I got money from all sorts of different people. Michael Frayn, John Mortimer, they all sent me money. And Doris Lessing sent me £500. Willie Russell, who set up a fund, his own fund, and he funded half my fees in the end.
So you couldn't have done it without that patronage.
Because of that reference.
Yeah.
Because she wrote me a nice reference saying, you know, I think he might have a chance, and you know, he deserves the chance to go to drama school. And I thought, well, God, this is the only thing that I've ever shown any promise at doing, to be honest. I mean, I wasn't particularly good at my academic studies, so I thought, well, I might as well just have a go at this.
Did you enjoy acting from being quite little? Can you remember being quite?
Yeah, I can. Yeah, I would say, well, I mean, talk about parts, not only parts you can't play in real life, but parts you couldn't play in the professional theatre. Because obviously you would never be cast, because they'd cast someone who was famous or better than you. Anyway, so but in an amateur theatre you can play Macbeth, you know, you can play Hamlet, you can play.
There's more variety, and you've got more chance of playing
more opportunity to play big roles. Yeah. Yes. Definitely. I mean, you know, that's one thing. Right. Definitely. Another thing is I think if you've got that acting bug and you've seen certain roles or certain plays, and you just have a feeling that you really want to be in that play, and then, you know, you just have to search out opportunities to be in that play. And there are some plays that I know that I would jump to audition for if they came up, even just because I've seen them 20 years ago on the stage, but I remember them. It is really, and it's to do with being in that world of that piece of music or in that drama, expressing that thing that you've seen expressed, but also sometimes just simply it's almost a celebration of the previous performance that you've seen, you know.
We hope you enjoy the show. Thank you.